Alright, it's time for Diamond Maokai, and this is before the Aatrox patch, so I'll start like wolves. Which check 1. Movement speed quints, magic pen red, armor yellow, magic resistance blue scaling, which check 2. And I think the masteries were 0.21.9, that or 9.21, I don't remember. Regardless, starting wolves. Again, Aatrox patch hasn't yet to come out. Doesn't matter, it's essentially the same damn thing. So yeah, the experience is just slightly different. Either way. Diamond Maokai, the Genki machine. I picked him specifically to counter the enemy matchup. Corki, I mean, they have a mid Corki. He's gonna become pretty annoying later, but whatever. I go off to the bushes, hide to see if I can gank this Zed, waiting for him to get a little close so I can, do my snare of snariness. And of course, there's a top lane karma because everybody's just, throwing everything in this game. So in comes Nocturne. In I show up. I don't see the Nocturne. Then I just punch him, start damaging him. They flash over and they kill my teammate. Then I just decide to kill this ninja bastard. Flash so I can actually get to him and I slap him down and he dies. So we essentially traded top laners, but it went better off for the Nocturne because he got the first blood. I almost fucking killed him though, but at the very most, this is gonna at least force him to go home. And here I get a bunch of experience, force it to the towers. Zed is gonna lose some, but he's gonna push a lot more. And he's going to push the lane back. He's pretty good at pushing. But early on, he will be losing some minions. I buy my ward. I go bottom lane, see if I can gank them. They're engaging. I hate the fact that I went through the tri-bush from the river, because that was just bad pathing. Either way, we catch. What's her face? Can I actually remember here? Oh, yeah, Lux. Catch her, easy kill. Hooray for us. I come back down to see if I can gank Caitlyn. Just deal some good damage. She's gonna live, but she's fucked up. So bottom lane is kind of at my team's mercy. And I hide here just seeing if we could get another cheese kill, but nah. Lulu kind of gave it away. So buy Spirit Stone, yeah. I either like hold on to it or buy Spirit of the Ancient Golem. That's kind of what you do with him. So Maokai. His purpose here was because the enemy team has very little CC outside of support Lux and I guess Nocturne's E. Then I just pretty much go unchecked and be able to just hug the enemy carry and CC them down and just be annoying as shit. The Corki. I know there's a Corki mid. It's not AP mid. It's not an AP though. So I get caught. You dealt some damage. My team is convening on him. I miss my flash through the wall and die as a result. So that's one embarrassing death for me so far. But as a result, the karma gets a cheese kill on the Corki at the end of her life. Syra comes in, misses her E, doesn't get the kill on what's his face, Zed. So this game is kind of weird so far. I've died once, I've killed somebody. My death was pathetically embarrassing, I'll even admit that. But alas, I get my red. I keep buying a ward every single time I go back. Considering I'm not snowballing or I'm not doing really anything significant, I might as well give my teammates vision. I get caught by 3 people because I try to go ward and then I get killed. So yeah, that's another pretty bad death for me. There's a reason why this game is going to be lasting quite long. So that was a pretty bad death for me. I kind of should have just bailed instead of kind of digging around there. Not the smartest decision there. However, so since top lane is pretty much nothing ever is going to happen there, I decided to go to bottom lane and see if I can get some kills here. I don't understand why the Varus decided to face check and tank all the damage from the Caitlyn and the Lux, but as a result, all 3 of us down bottom die. Though, I mean, if the Varus had survived, maybe his damage could have killed the Lux and I would have stopped chasing, but I should have just backed out from the failed gank the second I saw the Varus died. But I got greedy. Now I'm doing blue. Hopefully, Zyra, the other plant character, came, but no, he didn't. So, bottom lane was trying to kill the Varus and the Lulu once again. Thankfully, I was in the area and just quickly busted ass to try to get him. Here, I want this fucking Lux to die. I go in front of her, push her back, just do the whole combo thing. Varus is insanely weak and under, behind the entire bottom lane. So he almost died as once again. In comes Nocturne, but the hell is he gonna do? If he tries to, fight all three of us, you're just gonna see CD and win his shield. So we take a tower. This, in a way, almost resets the lane. As a jungler, I'm not totally reset. I get Spirit of the Ancient Golem, though. In hindsight, and it feels like that was a pretty bad item. Here, I just do a ton of damage on mid. I don't understand why the Nocturne wasted his ultimate because I was so close to the damn tower. But taking that into account, the enemy doesn't have a Nocturne ultimate. And I'm just throwing, the E for harassment. Let me stand up better this year, yeah. Right, so as far as things go, my team is behind. Dragon is still up. They're starting to push. They got 2 towers down. Then we get CC and I get blasted. I pretty much have no chance in hell, so I try to CC one of them for Zyra. So that's another death for me. That's not going well so far. I mean, why do I need to keep saying that? Varus goes in, initiates on the Caitlyn, and what do you know? He just fucking gets destroyed by pretty much everybody. No, he didn't die, and neither did Lulu. But holy crap, did it pretty much not work out for them. However, the Karma comes in, picks up a cherry pick on the Caitlyn, and then picks up a cherry pick on the, the Nocturne. So, if at least we got a Karma who's getting themselves fed. Alright, next item I have in mind is Shirelles, if you can believe it. They don't have CC, and if we gain godlike mobility, we can just, outposition them, and that's my whole gain here. Combined with a Lulu, that would be great too. Slow them down. We'll pretty much just be able to grab them all and destroy them. This is like 1 a.m. 1 a.m. 1:30 a.m. I'm voicing this, so I'm a little disoriented. Anyways, we do Dragon. I'm getting pretty goddamn hurt. I just want to get it and bail the fuck out. Zed, got himself caught. Karma got killed. It's a 4v5 if we stick around, so we just kind of got to run. The Varus misses his ultimate. He kind of just put her to waste. Lulu gets picked off. The Zyra, staying back to see if she can CC. In comes Nocturne, and there's no use trying to save the Zyra, but there is a use trying to pick up the kill on the Nocturne. Varus got himself, almost got himself caught again, but at least we didn't go completely empty-handed. We got a dragon and a kill from them, so I think it ends up being even, sort of. Let's see, so far 11 and 16. What else happened? Oh yes. Alright, so as I said, I'm building the Shirelles. I want to see if I can get any cherry picks on any champions. Like right here, and you see the line of sight to trick this Nocturne. We get him, we CC him, bam, just gets completely obliterated. He pretty much got baited by the Karma, and he was successfully ganked, and hooray for us. And that Karma just wants fucking blood. We see, this is kind of a bad CC right there from me and the Varus. Well, me mostly. Varus uses ultimate, and I crossed it up with my W, but we were kind of desperate for kills, so I just kind of reacted. I didn't think he was going to use his ultimate, so I just clicked W and then looked across the map to see if anybody else was coming, to see if I was going to die. Either way, it happened, but it positively happened. Nobody else died. Now we find ourselves with the Z at top, but then Nocturne is also coming. Nocturne CCs the Karma, well, not Karma, just comes in and kills her. Now I find myself in a very bad situation, and I die once more. 155. This is not a great score for myself. So I'm hoping, at the very least, I'm Maokai. I'm a tanky character. I can do things to contribute to the team, thanks with, my CC and my ultimate. Maokai's ultimate is game-changing, especially when the enemy team doesn't really have, doesn't really have the means to... Actually, I'm lost there. I think I was just referring to an AoE team, which they aren't really much. I catch Corki, I just start damaging him, he burns his flash, and then I just back out. So that gank gained us just his flash. Then I don't know where the hell Varus was, but he got caught by Nocturne and eviscerated. I go home, and the fucking minion stopped me. Go home by the Shirelles by Ward. A cloth armor. Well, here's what my cloth armor. I believe it's a Randuin Zoman that I'm thinking. Either Locket or Randuin Zoman. I don't quite remember. And the reasoning for that is so, more auras and more debilitation of the enemy team. Their team has no tank, except a pseudo tank from Nocturne, which isn't, of course, enough. My team has a shitload of CC. and initiation powers from, well, soft initiation powers from myself, and Varys's hard initiation that isn't exactly used to start most fights. Yeah, either way, I'm tanky by nature and I have auras. And now it's the time where I just decide, we have to start picking up kills because I'm behind. We're all kind of just fucked up. All kills are on the karma. So I go in, grab the Lux, and she dies. I turn back so I can protect the team from the Zed. Zed gets killed. Then Caitlyn gets killed. In comes Nocturne. I use my snare on him. I get killed, but he's pinned down long enough for the rest of my team to start bashing his brains in. Zyra gets killed by the Corki, but the Corki gets killed by her plants. And then finally Nocturne dies to my Karma teammate. So, in a way, that was a good fight, considering how badly our asses were getting kicked in the prior ones. So, as Maokai, what do I need to do to recover? Buy more auras. One thing about item builds for junglers is defensive item builds are the ones that last you the longest. So if you got fucked up early game, or if you didn't get enough gold through farming or ganking, then defensive item builds are usually the best ones to go with. They'll give you the most bang for your buck, especially on high CC characters such as Maokai. So, combining cooldown reduction, tankiness, and auras, I want to spam my Q as much as possible. And people often ask, why do you rank up your Q? Well, because the sapling isn't really reliable damage. It's it's kind of easy to dodge, and sure, it's good, sort of good damage early, but Q's, guaranteed damage. It's gonna happen. Plus, this, it's a good CC. It's spammable. It deals good damage, and it helps with clearing. Besides, it's mostly preference, and I much prefer the Q, though the W snare comes after just so I can increase the time of it. The free, it snares them for a bit longer with the rank, I believe. So here, now we're at the tower. If I had blue, or if we had a bigger minion wave, I'd just open my ultimate and just put it in front of the tower. Like, we would be able to, pick fights in the tower, and they'd be forced to fight in my little circle of death, which would mitigate a lot of their damage and then deal it back to them in some certain percentage number. Either way, it's great for pushing. Put it in front of you, push down the tower, and then if they fight you, they fight in your circle, which is what been up. But of course, it costs a lot of mana, and its cooldown isn't that great early on, because once you stop it, if you put it down, they'll know once you're out of mana, you're gonna once you're close to out of mana, you're draining too much of it, you're going to stop it, and it's going to be on cooldown, and they can just engage on you, and you'll be on ultimate short. As you can see, we're warding up the jungle. The Baron area, just to deprive them of the vision here, because it's reached that point where both teams can probably just wipe each other. It just depends on who has the best initiation, and both teams are just kind of eyeing each other. This is the boring part of all the games. In fact, it's actually made me yawn. Yeah. Alright, at least I almost have a Giant's belt. That's what I'm telling myself during this game. The Lux, I just chase after her. I go with everything, and she uses her flash. So in a way, that was actually a successful thing. Now their blue is up. I tell my team, let's go for it. We want them to engage on us. They're split up. We have this place warded. We'd probably get a good engage on them. Or if anything, we'd just get a free blue. And of course, they fail to steal it, and it goes to the Karma, which of course is our fed character, and she's powerful as shit. And I personally know she's actually a good player, so here once more the push. And Varys wastes his ultimate. So now we're down the Varys ultimate. They're poking at us. Their poke is pretty extreme. Zyra's ultimate is down to have no advantage. But I put down my ultimate now just because my team doesn't look like they want to back off. And at the very most, we can probably get this tower. Lux survives with a sliver of health. We lose minions, and I'm hoping my team just backs off. But no, Varys goes right on ahead. We can't push this down. We're going to get low enough, and they just dunk us. So, you'll see what's happened. Once they're all here, they decide to chase after us and just dunk us. I am going to be the first to fucking die. It's like I was the one who split away from the team in order to give the rest of my team a chance. Karma and Zyra destroy those two. Destroy Corki. So far it's a trade 1-for-1. But they also get Baron as a result. So here's one thing. I was a sacrificial tree for my team. when we were being chased, I split up from them. If they went for those two at top, they could have gotten 1 or 0. They were the farthest away, and they had CC. Me, I was like half health and low mana. I was like, I'll probably die, and I can't actually fight back. So here is where I go for blood on the Lux. Grab her and start to fight. Pop my ultimate. It just wipes the crap out of them. Their damage goes low. I survived long enough, and my team picks up 2 kills. So this gives my team, despite the enemy team having Baron pushing power, I'm almost complete with my Randuin's Omen. Enemy Nocturne engages. Fight happens. The Varus, thankfully, has, Guardian Angel. Well, thankfully, he's in the middle of the enemy team, and then Zyra gets killed too. They'll then Lulu kills a Nocturne. So the fights are still just fucking confusing and everywhere. My anchor this game is the Karma. Obviously, she's fucking fed. And normally would have been the Varus, because in Diamond level, AD carries seem to be the best. Anyways, I buy Randuin's Omen just to deal with the fact that they have a Corki, as well as a Caitlyn, and a Nocturne, and a Zed. Pretty much everybody on their enemy team gets destroyed by Randuin's. I go right in, engage on the enemy team, pop my ultimate, just, CC them in this with Randuin's and everything I have. My ultimate goes off, killing Zed. Corki gets obliterated. The fight is scattered. They CC a few of us. I'm like, my cooldowns. I backed off before my cooldowns came back. But now I want to catch this Lux, and I get myself snared like a scrub. And then slowed, and then in comes the traps. And then, holy crap, I managed to catch one. I catch Caitlyn, I pop my ultimate, I pop everything. The CC, I get killed, but fortunately, nobody else in my team gets a goddamn kill. Actually, yeah, I remember. That was actually a really bad situation. Caitlyn gets 2 more kills. I died as a result, and I killed one of my teammates. Though the Karma gets fucking another cherry pick. I actually didn't bother to check the scores. I think she's like, I don't know, 10 kills now. So buy more wards, just because, keep this entire area warded. There's 2 more minutes left of this game. Alright, so the enemy team, we see them at mid pushing, they're just poking at us, and Lux is once again kind of straggling. Her movement speed is pitiful. I engage on her. I open up my ultimate CC to remove all the goddamn Banshee's Veils. They get CC'd within my circle. I pop it. Corki just gets dropped. Lux is in the middle of everything. She gets dropped too. So now it's a 3v5. My team is wounded. The enemy team is at basically full health. So my team is instructed to go take out the next tower, which is very, very low from the time we stupidly and foolishly pushed the damn tower. So out of this, we're going to get 2 inhibitors. So things are going better for us. And the enemy team, though the enemy team can go for a Baron now, it's up. They don't decide to push. I mean, they don't decide to go to Baron. So when we realize they're not giving chase or making any attempt, we get it for ourselves. Though it made sense considering their tower is going to get pushed. I buy Mercury Treads at finally, and I buy myself an Elixir of Fortitude just to give myself extra survivability. Not exactly for the damage this time around. I need to initiate, and I need to grab somebody, and if we can win the next team fight, then this game is ours. I mean, I may have screwed up early and I may have fed, but as always, I have utility on my side. Right now, the Karma's soloing the enemy Nocturne. It's a 1v1 match, so it's a 4v4 down here. I just have to find a straggler, and once more, I just pop my ultimate down there. Varus gets a good ultimate on them, CC the Lux, and then after she, after she gets CC and all that stuff, I just try to turn on somebody else. I go right after the Corki. He gets killed by the Varus, and Varus turns his attention to Caitlyn and gives himself a quadra kill. With Karma soloing the Nocturne 1v1 and the rest of us just wiping out the enemy team, this gives us the victory. Hooray for a goddamn long game. Diamond, yay!